So you can see that I have done that exercise, drawn cubine in almost all the sections and finishing up with the last 2 or 3 the same fashion. Very simple pattern to draw, just about shading. Right, and then we have one more section here. It's up to us, up to you, what do you want to do. So I am again going to divide it into sections, but this time I am dividing it with the help of double lines like these. Don't bother too much about all sections have to be equal and all that. Just go with the flow. Right, so dividing the second row with these double lines, and then I am going to draw crescent moon. You can call it a fragment also. I think Maria used this version recently in one of the project packs. And the last one, right? So what I am going to do here is add moons on both sides like this. First, I'll do this exercise for all. Right. And then we can add auras. Right. So let me do this exercise throughout, and then we'll add auras to all. Exercise for all, and then if you want you can leave it like this also, it will look nice, but probably I will add 1 or 2 auras depending on the spaces that I have. Like this. Right, so I'm adding 2 on each side and then filling up the rest. As per the spaces available. Right, so I'll do this exercise throughout, adding aura, again adding auras to the moons. Take your time, go slow. Right. So I'm almost finishing it here, adding auras to the last few. Right, so did the same exercise all over. So now let us start shading our tile. So entirely up to us, how do we want to go about it. So cubine, generally we shade on one side. Right, I'm adding graphite on one of the sections. You can also add it on the top section here. Right, and for the border there are different ways, but I would like to add on both the sides, because that is the way I like to shade my borders generally. That is, darken the ends and highlight the center. Generally this technique goes with every border, unless you want to highlight the individual tangles. Right, so just adding graphite on one end first, and then I'll add it on the top here. Right, like this. And then again center, it is up to us. So I am going to outline my diva dance and my rain from the outside. Like this. If you want, you can shade it in a different way. There's a lot of inking involved already, so I'm avoiding more darkness inside. So that's what I think. So, but you may have a different opinion, so you can go ahead. And some graphite here. You can shade the tile in different ways, the way you like it. There is no standard rule. You can draw tangles in different ways. Choose your tangles, explore, experiment. Right, now we'll start blending now. So I'm just going to start with the innermost aura with a light hand. Start to blend. Make sure you don't overdo it, because you have graphite on the outside of the diva dance also. So you don't want the entire thing go grey. So controlled strokes, just blending the edges, right? And then with a very soft hand, blending the graphite that I have put outside. take your time, go slow, don't blend too much, don't overdo. And then on one side of the cubine, so shading gives it the third dimension, looking like windows, hollow inside. Right, so we finish shading our cubine also, and now blending if you want you can make it darker. Make sure the ink has dried up. Right, the same exercise on the other side. Right, so we are almost done with our shading. You can make it darker if you want. The edges, blend a little more. Right, so that's about it. I'm now going to pick up my chalk pencil and highlight the center. Like this, right? So if you wish you can soften it a little with the stump. So little spaces left, you can either ink it or you can just add a small orb, entirely up to you. You can leave it as it is, you can cut it out. There's so many options. Right, so that's the tangle pattern Rain, and that's our tile. I'm going to close my tile here. If you wish, you can add some more shading to your diva dance, but I don't feel like. I'm going to initial my tile here, sign and date it. Today is 2nd of May 21, right? So we will meet again with another Zentangle original pattern. Till then, have a good time. I will be posting all these tiles on my Facebook page. In case you are still not following it, do follow that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel by the same name, Sanyukta Zentangle. Take care, bye bye, stay safe.